right, guys, we're back for round 2 when it comes to playing with patterns. Now, if you watched our first video, I showed you how to use CAD-CUT Patterns soft foam. We did a heart on a pocket, super easy. And then we also did a 2-color design using our CAD-CUT Patterns and glitter flake and gave a nice pop with a contour outline. Now, there is no wrong way to use patterns, which is the beauty of it. Next, you just have to have fun and play with different types of materials and colors to really bring your design to life. So today we are doing a mixed media design with 5 different colors, and we are going to continue adding it to the soft foam heart that we did with this pocket tee. But instead, we're taking it to the back. So we can easily compare the designs and see the difference in bringing in different textures and sheens and colors. We're going to compare this one versus this one at the end. Now, I have cut, weeded, pretty much gotten everything ready to go, so all we have to do is heat apply. But first, let's review the materials. So this one, you can't really see the type of texture we're going to get until we actually remove the carrier. But this is our CAD-CUT Soft Flock in a new color called Beach Glass. And it just is a really, really nice mint. And as you can see, it complements the colors in our soft foam well. Next, this is just the standard glitter, or excuse me, standard silver in our CAD-CUT glitter flake. And if you've ever messed with this product before, you know that you're not going to get really any flake. As you can see, I'm touching the carrier, but there's real glitter flakes in this material. Next is our Ultra Weed in purple, making this the 3rd color. Our 4th color is going to be magenta in our CAD-CUT Fashion Film Electric. I love playing with this material because it gives us a metallic effect without that mirror-like or chrome-like finish. So very, very pretty. And this is definitely going to be one of our more bold or brighter colors, but again, it still plays very well with this pattern. And then last but not least is going to be our sun in our watercolor waves pattern. Now that these are all cut, we've got the carriers on all of them. All we have to do is go straight to the press. All right, we are back at our auto clam with our tag along platen. Now we are going to go to the back on this garment. And I am just going to work that collar down like you can see. Let's pre-press, see where we're at in terms of pressure. Ooh, too tight. We're at a 4, so we are technically medium. Now, we are going to adjust for each application to be 4 seconds. We just want to tack down as quick as possible. And because we are using our Ultra Weed, our Soft Flock, our Glitter Flake, and our Soft Foam, wonderfully, they all work at that 300 degrees temperature. So we're going to be at 300 degrees, and then our Fashion Film Electric runs a little bit hotter at 320. So for the final application, we were actually going to bump up to that 320. We could start with 320 for everything, but I want to keep it as low as possible, seeing that we're going to be doing at least 5 different hits. So to find the center, we'll take our design, meet it in the middle. And another thing that you can actually do is there was a box around our design before we weeded, so I can use our cut marks as well to kind of square up from side to side. Now I do want to go about 5 So that's almost a palm down from the collar. And then from here, this is where I just line up and just eyeball it to make sure it's in the middle. I can take that crease and I can also pull my tag and see if we're kind of aligning with that as well. Now again, this is just going to be a quick 4-second tack. You do want to use a cover sheet for the next several layers, especially since we're going to be exposing material. This is a hot peel. Now I'm going to work from the bottom up, and if I can do multiple applications at once, I will. Just looking to see where I would need to adjust. Let's actually do. All right, so here and sun are going to get applied first. 4 seconds. We may have to go just a little bit longer with these, but we can always test. Nice warm peel. Up next is going to be the. So we were able to reduce to 3. Now this is where we could easily increase our temperature and work in comes. As you can see, my carrier is definitely extending a little bit further than our letters on the. So if we were to trim this down, we could actually take this 4-color design into really 3 hits with the contour outline. All right, so cover sheet, now that our materials are exposed. Again, 4 seconds just to tack it down. Nice, easy peel. All right, now that we have reached 320 on our press, let's go ahead and add our final color. Now this one isn't as bright as the other 3. However, because we are pulling some of that electric effect, when the light hits it, it's going to have a very nice pop to it, just like the will as well. Again, cover sheet, and we'll finish for 15 seconds, and then we will hot peel. All right, our design is complete. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, our shirts are complete, so let's check them out. So this is the first one. You guys have seen this now a couple of times. We just did a standard CAD-CUT patterns in glitter. This is gonna have just a little bit more of a pop than the soft foam simply because of the glitter and the overall effect of the glitter. But we just did a standard contour outline with a contrasting color to the overall pattern. Now, because we've got that contrasting color, it's going to make the pattern itself pop off the shirt just a little bit more, especially because there are tones in this shirt that are in that pattern. But it brightens it up, and it's still a good option. My soft foam pattern is just rolling off the table now. So this is again, the pattern that we went with for the pocket shirt. It is more muted, as you can see. It's just a little different than choosing the glitter. Now, this is what it looks like when you take one design, you go with 5 different colors, you add in texture, you add in dimension, you add in different finishes, anywhere from matte to, of course, that electric. And of course, with the soft flock, we are getting a soft texture. And with the foam, we are getting a smooth texture. So Now, when you take a look at these side by side, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer to have a couple of different colors and really make each word pop out? Or do you prefer one color overall with an outline? There is no wrong answer, it's all on preference. Now, let's just quickly talk about the difference in price. Because we're using more colors, more textures, more dimension, overall, this is going to warrant a higher markup. Now, this one, because we are using all glitter, that is obviously going to warrant a higher markup than choosing CAD-CUT Express Print, which is just a great standard printable material that is great for t-shirts, really soft, smooth, but you don't get the effects of glitter or foam. Now with this one, because we just took the time and we added a pocket design, which that material then falls and matches the back, this shirt is now got a pocket and a full back design with 5 different colors using a variety of different textures. Now, if you look at this and you go, there is no way that is going to take me a ton of time. Weeding these words were super, super easy. It took very little in terms of the amount of material. And the beautiful thing is you could do a variety of colors. Utilize your scraps for a project like this, so you can maximize the return on that material that should have already been accounted for in your overall design. Now, the next thing to take into consideration is the time. With each color you see, we tacked with 4 seconds, and we were actually able to take 2 of those colors and turn it into 1 4 seconds. We could have easily taken the comes and V and turned that into 1 time frame as well, really reducing 5 colors to 3 applications. Okay, if you are using patterns, tell us how you're utilizing them. Are you using them for fun designs? Are you using them on bags, t-shirts, hoodies? Are you using them on hard goods and making the coolest mugs? Tell us below. Next, if you haven't, head to Stahls.com now and start playing with the pattern generator, and you can just really customize it. It's not any. You cannot customize any, but you can customize a variety of options, a ton of options. Now, again, if you're like, what are patterns? What did she just play with? How did she get those full color? How did she get that full color effect on those materials? You got to go check out the patterns video that explains the 5 different types of 5 different types of materials that you can choose when you are picking your patterns. All right, guys, I'm Kelly Walters. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to hear about how you're utilizing CAD-CUT patterns in your designs. We'll see you next time. In case you didn't know, Stahls CAD-CUT heat transfer vinyl is available on Stahls.com or locally at hundreds of resellers across the United States. Click the link in the description to find one near you.